All right, guys, we are back with another prep video. So this one's a little bit different. I'm not going to be going over like the food and everything. I'm going over my back day. So this is like the final back day before I actually compete. It was 10 days out. It was yesterday I did the back day. I'm recording the commentary today. So a little delayed on that, but nonetheless, it is a great video. This is going to show you good ways to train to build more muscle and not just throw weight around. There is some sets in there where I am throwing the weight, but that is only after I've fatigued my muscles to the point where I can no longer gain more clean reps. So there's essentially forced reps. Sorry, I'm thirsty. I just got back from cardio session, but yeah, just make sure you guys watch the whole way through. I'm going to do a commentary through there and sort of explain the movements and what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, how I'm trying to emphasize my back, and just really push the envelope to get some muscles to grow. I mean, at this point, I'm really not growing muscles, but it's still not a bad idea to keep that same mentality the whole way through the prep, even whenever you are only 10 days out from the show. So this is how I've been training my back since I've moved down here last year in July. My back has essentially doubled in size from switching over to train like this in a more controlled manner. Like I said, I still do throw the weights around, but it's not like I used to. I try to contract and squeeze the back, but you guys will see it's about 10 minutes long going through all the different exercises I did. Each different exercise, I did 3 sets on each exercise. And then the final one, which is a burnout, was only 1 set, but that was just to pump the muscle as full of blood as I could possibly get it. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys have anything you'd like to add or questions you'd have about it, just comment down below. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions or even maybe make a video on it. So without further ado, let's get to the workout. All right, guys, we're here with the back day, and you can see how I'm leaning forward into this low row, pulling to my belly button. I'm not teeing my arms out, keeping them down to my side, fully extending the lats at the bottom, getting that nice deep stretch, and then pulling back and squeezing the back. Just trying to use my back in every last bit of that. You're always going to use some arms and back movements besides the lat pullover, but this is a phenomenal way to do this exercise. Next exercise, we have the classical lat pull down. We are using the V handle, keeping it close, driving the elbows to the side. Again, I'm pulling a little bit with my waist, swinging it down, but you can see I'm controlling that eccentric and really squeezing my back, trying to work it as much as I possibly can. And as I get tired, I start swinging a little bit more just to force out a few extra reps that you normally wouldn't be able to get with clean reps. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just keep on moving that weight as much as you possibly can. And then my buddy convinced me to do a back double here. Crazy back pump. So next exercise, we have the bent over barbell row. So I do not lean the whole way forward like a lot of guys do. You can go completely parallel. I keep it slightly upright. And again, pulling up with the lats and pulling towards my waist and not up towards my rib cage. I'm not trying to work my upper middle back. I'm trying to build those lats and get them as wide and as deep as I possibly can. Then we have the lat pullover. So this is one that takes your arms really out of the movement and really focuses on your lats. Dorian Yates made this exercise huge. So you can see I come to the top, I get a nice stretch at the top and explode down and squeeze at the bottom. Always make sure you're pushing your chest out. A lot of people they cave their chest in at the bottom, trying to get that extra oomph. That's when you're going to incorporate some of your arms into that and maybe some chest. You want to push that chest out and keep your back in the movement. So you see, nice deep stretch. I'm pulling out of that top in that elongated position. That concentric, I believe, is a lot more important than what the eccentric can be at times, depending on the movement, depending on the body part as well. So, all right, next exercise is the lat pull down machine. Again, pulling to the bottom, squeezing and controlling that eccentric. I'm not using a lot of weight on this. 2 plates aside is pretty light. In my opinion, most people can do this. You just want to make sure you are squeezing your back throughout the whole movement. Top, just pull with the back, squeeze it at the bottom, then let it up controlled. This is one that I love doing the eccentric on whenever I'm bulking. I'll up the weights a little bit and swing it down sometimes. Throw like 4 plates on there, swing it down, and just really control that eccentric going up and getting that deep stretch at the top, letting those lats like fully stretch out. You can see how much I'm really struggling here with this. This is towards the end of the workout, so I'm really getting fatigued at this point. And then we head to the last exercise. This is a very long set. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with a weight that I can easily control, pulling with my back from the top, pulling down controlled, and squeezing at the bottom, then letting it up controlled. This is just a burnout set. It's nothing I would do at the beginning of a workout, but for a grand finale, this is a phenomenal way to do this. So pulling down, squeezing, letting it up, trying to get 8 to 12 reps out nice and clean. Yep, there we go. Then after I finish this set, immediately the guy I'm training with is going to drop the weight and cut the weight in half. So this is a drop set. Now again, you want to keep this controlled, trying to pull the bar down and controlled and pulling with the back as much as you possibly can. Again, you're going to incorporate some arms, but you want to try to mitigate how much arms you are putting into this exercise. You can see at the lighter weight, I can actually pull the weight a little bit more in front of me than I was before. That'll engage those lats even that much more. Now, once we're finished up with that, we're upping the weight to higher than what the previous weight was by 3 plates. And I am just going to swing this weight as much as I can, just getting as many reps as possible, no matter how hard I have to swing it. I believe I was trying for 20 reps on this last one. And you can see I'm not really using my back on the concentric. I'm trying to resist it on eccentric, but again, this is more weight than was even on the first initial weight that I did on this. So just pulling and trying to squeeze the back as much as I can, even though I'm really swinging the weight. And that's it. That's the full back day. I would highly recommend you guys give this one a shot. If you guys are psychos, it will murder you. We have a little posing session. I'll go ahead and hop off here, and you all have a great day.